Welcome back to Jet Scale Models. In this third installment of our MiniArt Austin Armoured Car 1918 pattern Dunster Force build, we'll focus on several key aspects to enhance the model's realism. We'll start by painting rust effects on the exhaust components and muffler, then move on to detailing the ignition wires. We'll also address any overspray on the frame. Remove the masking from the radiator and install it, and consider adding a figure for scale. Additionally, we'll examine the steering columns, the linkages, rear end, and front axle. Among other things, there's a lot packed into this episode, so let's dive in. All right, so now I'm going to paint some rust color on the exhaust parts right here. So I'm going to touch up the black on the frame now. Well, as usual, these things don't fit very well. Be very, very careful.
These are very fragile.
There you go. I broke it. Doing stuff on film is a pain, but whatever. I can fix that easy. So a good way to get rid of some of those is to wrap it with some sandpaper. I think this is 600 grit. And then just carefully pull it. Oh, this is the one I broke before. So I've got a bit of painting to do. First, I got to stick this part on. So you can see it's got a bit of a D shape there. All right, I got to sand it flat. So let's build this up before we paint it. So this is part B4, and this is DA12, and that goes in there. But first, we've got this part. So this one is rounded, as you can see. It's got that little half moon shape there. So you know to put that on this side. And the other side is flat. So I wonder if I should stick that in first. All right. So I guess this is not a steerable system. Damn. I just broke it. Gotta be careful with this stuff. Damn. Oh well. Fortunately, this will be an easy fix. All right, well, we're going to take these out and paint them according to the call-out sheets. Number 6, which I think is gunmetal. All right, so we got some number 5 color parts to paint. So you can see with this paint from Mr. Hobby that you can buff it up, give a bit of a shine. Maybe use a brush. All right, so this is part D35, or is this D35? This is DA35. Taking this. Looks like we might have wanted to put that in before we put the engine in. Well, I'm going to glue that in there off camera. Okay, guys, I want to give you a red alert warning here. Do not forget to put the steering column in. I don't know, I guess I didn't notice it at the beginning. Step 1, put that in. It was a real pain in the ass to get this in now. So it almost caused me to throw it against the wall. But I didn't. Anyway, there you go. So here are the foot pedals. First, we're going to do CK18. Got a bit of a thing to clean up there. I've already pre-sprayed these, but I'll have to touch it up. All right, CK18. All right, so this one I'm going to put in first. Goes right there. Oh my goodness. I think we have to put a little glue there. Sometimes things go your way, sometimes they don't. Shit. I wonder if it might be better to glue these on before you put this into the chassis. I don't know. But this is a bit of a pain. All right, whatever. Okay, let's try this again. It's CK18 again. See, the thing about glue and this plastic is if you let it sit up for a bit, gives you a little bit more opportunity to maneuver things. So I'll just let that sit for a bit and I'll come back and straighten it out. So these are DA16. So if I orientate it like in the drawing, they go like that. So then that'll drop in there, right there. Now I could have painted it before I glued it in, but I'm not going to. I'll just hit it. Some days, you know, it just goes smoothly, but some days, you know, it doesn't. Most days, it doesn't. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'll touch that a little bit with some more glue. I'll even maybe put a little bit on there. Just to clean up some of the plastic. All right, so, and then on top of that will go these ones here. So that's what I'm concentrating on right now. So this one will go like that, right there. All right, so let's add these CK19. I think I'll just leave that one. Now, where did the other one go? Did I already cut it off? Oh, there it is. Okay. So these went in there pretty good. The only thing I will mention with these is the top part here. You got to make sure that you trim off any excess attachment plastic, because these need to sort of go around that. All right. All right, well, I'm going to do some linkage now. Originally, I thought I would use the plastic parts, but I've got some wire here that I have. I might end up using that. So that'll glue into there. So let's just do a rough cut then at this point. This is supposed to be 0.3 millimeter. This is 0.4. I think I'm just gonna go with that. Let's see, I've got these pliers here. All right, well, maybe I gotta look for something skinnier. What is this measure? Yeah, this one is 0.42. What about this brass one? I'll bet you this one is even smaller than, okay, so that's 0. Yeah, that's 0.2. And then I've got this one, which is 0.3. So that's good. Yeah, this one is 0.3. All right. Fortunately, it's got a bit of a curve to it. Oh, well. This one is 0.4, I'll bet. Yep. So we have to thread it. We have to thread it through the frame, but we previously drilled a hole, if you remember. So then that'll go in there, and it goes up to here. So I got an old pair of snippers here. Now this is that kind of steel wire that, is just not very flexible. I think it comes with the Voyager aftermarket sets. So, and then this sits down in there. So that's got to go down in there like that. I think I'm going to use a little glue to soften that plastic up so it slides back down in there. There we go. All right, and then this one got to go up into there. So there we go, like that. And we'll use a little glue again. And then whatever tension is in that wire will force itself into that softened plastic. And yeah, that looks beautiful. Wow, something worked out today. Pretty good. Okay, I got a wire here. That's supposed to go there. I apparently looks like I cut off a little bit that's supposed to have the wire fit in there. So just be aware of that when you go to do yours. So let's trim this up. That one goes in there. Where is the one that's in the kit? So I think that one is that one. You can see that the kit part, because of the necessity of injection molding, it can only be a certain thickness. So this is a lot softer wire. I actually got it from one of those twist ties you get at the grocery store. I'll show you in a minute once I get this in place. It's got a... All right. All right. So you can see this is one of those grocery ties. And what I usually do with something like this is I'll just take the wire out from here. This one has got some kind of a plastic reinforcement, which they never used to have. It would just be paper. So it's a bit harder to get that wire out. A shortcut, once you get it to this point, got some of that melted plastic on me. Anyways, I've got a piece of steel here, and you can take something like, and you can flatten this out. Anyways, this is a little bit more complicated, but I just wanted to show you where you can find this wire. Okay.
I think I need to take just a little bit off of here. So we want part 28. I was going to take the easy way out, like I said before, but it turns out I'm not. All right, so there's no hole there. There should be a hole. They didn't include a hole there, unfortunately. That's weird. Yeah, if you look here, there's supposed to be a hole in the back so you can slide it up into here, but there is no hole. Yeah, I don't know if I can use this. See here, this is the plastic part. So you need to be able to slide that up in there. And I could try to drill this hole into there, but I think it would just be a waste of time. All right, well, maybe I'll just use this part. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this, and then I'm going to drill that out. and then use that piece of wire. I know it's crazy. Nobody will ever see it, but whatever. All right, so we've managed to drill through that. So now we got to see if that's going to go in there. I think I need to sand the end down. All right, let's see if the glue will help. All right, so that is 5.5 millimeters. All right. All right, I gotta trim a little bit more off of there. All right. All right, now I got to plug this one in. This is for the steering. Now the thing is with this one is there's one end that's like this and then another end that is like that. And they have specific things they plug into. So yeah, like this one here has the one with the little bit of rod in it still. So that would be that one. Like that. And then, let's see, should we just make sure this one is in there good? Mother trucker. All right, so that one goes like that. And then this one should slide into there. Give it a little glue. Damn, get in. You son of a gun. All right. Right on. It's got a bit of a bow to it, don't it? That's not too bad. Okay. Sweet. Oh, that maybe needs to come up. Yeah. There, that's better. All right. Okay, with that done, you can maybe start doing things like gluing this in. All right, so we got to flip that over like that, and that goes in there. But I think I want to glue this on first. All right, so let's add the front axle. So there's a couple of little divots there. That can go mother trucker like that, maybe. Oh, that's awkward. Hmm. All right. And so now this one, all right, this one will go there. So let's get a little glue on these. All right. Okay, well, that was a bit of a pain in the butt, but I think they're good now. Okay, so we gotta let that dry. Okay, check out that molding here. Hmm.
All right, everybody, that wraps up part 3 of our MiniArt Austin Armored Car build. We've added realistic rust effects, detailed the ignition system, and tackled various components to bring this model to life. Stay tuned for the next episode, where we'll continue enhancing this historic vehicle. In the meantime, and in between time, that's another edition of Jet Scale Models. Y'all come back now, you hear? Masking from the radiator and then install it, and consider adding a figure for scale. Additionally, we'll examine the steering column linkages, rear end and front axle, among other things. So let's dive in. Okay, kids, that wraps up part 3 of our MiniArt Austin Armored Car build. We've added realistic rust effects, detailed the ignition system, and tackled various components to bring this model to life. Stay tuned for the next episode, where we'll continue enhancing this historic vehicle. In the meantime, and in between time, keep modeling and enjoy the journey. And in the meantime and in between time, that's another edition of Jet Scale Models. Y'all come back now, you hear? Okay.